business is all about?
Okay, the Federation of Small Businesses represents about over 200,000 people within the UK, and the Essex branch of the FSB obviously deals with the county of Essex, and I'm on the committee of the South West Essex branch, which deals with Basildon, Wickford, Thurrock, and pretty much the south of the county.
And so I imagine as a body, you're probably in your lifetime, this is the crucial time which you're needed, isn't it?
It certainly is. A lot of the local businesses, and certainly the businesses which are our members, are feeling the pinch at the moment. We've got a lot of problems occurring with regard to the local economy, and I think that any help that can be given to those businesses, indeed all small businesses, has got to be welcome.
So as the Thurrock branch, are you, say for example, relationship say with Thurrock Council, can you demand that they use small businesses?
Absolutely not, no, and we wouldn't even go down that road. What we would want is a good dialogue with the council to persuade them, to be a critical friend, if you like, with regard to bringing to their attention the situation with regard to small businesses, specifically in Thurrock, and to do as much as they can to help those businesses to expand and perhaps even just ride out this blip, I'm sure, is what it is with regard to the economy at the moment.
Because the council have recently debated in council and in cabinet the issues of using small businesses over, say for example, the single provider, haven't they?
Absolutely right. Thurrock Council has had a very good record in the past with regard to its dealings with its local businesses. It's received a lot of funding from government with regard to, for example, the LabG grant, which is to do with encouraging business within the borough. It received over £750,000 for last year's efforts in that respect. But we've got a bit of an issue with them at the moment with regard to the proposal that has been put forward about outsourcing the housing responsive repairs, which at the moment is dealt with approximately 18 local companies. The issue that's been generated probably over the last year to 2 years has caused a lot of problems for the businesses that do the work at the moment, those 18 companies, and indeed it's still in the air at the moment. We had a decision, we had a meeting with Thurrock Council about this. We raised a call-in against the original decision to go down this road. The procedure was then halted until that call-in was discussed by a number of committees on the council, and really the cabinet have been moving backwards and forwards with this, and not really given a concise answer that is exactly what's needed.
Because didn't legal advice in cabinet recently moot out or point out that there could be pitfalls for a council within European law? Indeed, is it not similar to people who are talking about football teams? That there must be only 3, European or continental European players in a team, and some people are saying, "Oh, you've got to be careful there about European law." Is that the same world?
It isn't the same world.
Right.
We aren't talking about the competition situation of which the law actually addresses. What we're discussing here is the procedure by which Thurrock Council carries out its housing responsive repairs. They're advocating going to one single providing company as opposed to using 18 smaller companies. The fact that those smaller companies by implication are actually local, and there's a very good chance that a single provider company probably would not be local. It would probably be at least a national company because of the size it would need to be. The competition rules basically state that that single provider company could not be kept as being a local company. The companies from as far afield as anywhere in Europe should be allowed to tender for that. And that isn't the issue, it's the actual policy of using a single provider as opposed to local small businesses. That's the policy that the FSB have an issue with. We're upset about the fact that a full council meeting was held in January, and the majority vote to the motion of scrapping this plan was given that the plan should be suspended. The Cabinet basically have ignored that full council motion. At best, one could class that as a cavalier attitude towards the Tory Cabinet's colleagues, and at worst, it's basically utter contempt for local democracy. And we, as the FSB, do have a concern how that affects, obviously, our members and the local business communities of Essex. Well, certainly Thurrock.
And where do you go from here?
What we're basically attempting to do is to get the Cabinet to review this decision, if possible, in light of the situation that's occurred over the last week or so with the resignation of the original Cabinet leader and the appointment of the new Cabinet leader. Things may change on a political front, and we would just have to see how that goes. But I think that certainly Thurrock Council in itself needs to put forward a joint effort in respect to local businesses, and to present a united front with regard to the issues that we as businessmen are faced with, both locally and nationally at the moment.